couple of things that I wanted to point out. I'll look at the 25 ways to talk. So this one there. To my list. Some things that I found to be most important is 1, 2, 3, 4. Those first 4. I mean, if you do just that, it would be a world of difference. That means connect with the child first. Like make sure that you're looking at them, you have their attention, they're hearing you, and say their name, and make sure not just, because what I found often is if you say, oh, it's time to clean up, put the blocks away, and you're talking about the one and only kid that's playing with the blocks, and you think you're talking to him, but if it's just background noise, he doesn't know that he's not hearing you in that way. So if you really want to be sure, then you say like, Melissa, put the blocks away, make sure you have her attention. Otherwise, with a lot of kids, you've seen this all, I'm sure, but especially kids with any sort of language processing difficulties or ADD or whatever, unless you are sure that you have their attention and they have heard that you're talking to them, it's just background noise and they don't hear you. And then stay brief and stay simple. I think especially you guys know this working with the little ones, I think one of the things that can really get us into trouble is we're using way too much language. Just clear, simple, I need you to put the box away. And for a lot of kids, let's clean up now isn't good enough. It's too abstract. And so I need you to put the blocks away. Mark, can you put the blocks away, please? Like, be specific and clear. One thing that I also think is important is to have them practice and to stay positive in your communication. So a classic one is like, so-and-so is running down the hallway, and you're just like, no running! Well, 9 times out of 10, all they hear actually is running. They don't hear the no. So they're like, yes, I'm running. So there's a good chance it's not going to get you the response that you want. And so by being clear and simple and just saying, I need you to walk in the hallway and have them come back and do it again, it does 2 things. It states the request positively, not no, but specifically stating positively what you want them to do, not what. It doesn't help to say, no, don't do that, but to tell them, I want you to do this, and be clear because you could run into that same problem with I'm asking you to listen, but we're thinking it's different things. So no running, okay, well, what is it that you want me to do? So what I want you to do is to walk. So I need you to walk, and then to have them do it again in practice. Like, it makes more sense to have them practice the right thing than just to say no, or like then they're gonna learn, hopefully. Some of them need, as you know, many times to practice. But it's the practice that reinforces what you want them to do, and it's also less chastising. No. It's like, it tells them positively, not what they're doing wrong, but what it is that you want to see them do. So have them practice, speak positively, and then to acknowledge their feelings and avoid public humiliation. Those were the 2 points that come a little later in the list that I wanted to just touch base on. A lot of times when this is happening, when you're disciplining a kid or you're giving a direction, there's a lot of emotion tied up with it. Like maybe there's been a conflict and they're really sad, or maybe they don't like what you're telling them to do. And taking that time to say, I know you're sad about this, but I need you to clean up. I know you're angry at Julie because she took your whatever, but right now we need to go to music. Or just acknowledge the feeling or the frustration and then say positively what they need to do. Next time, I know you're sad, next time you can ask her instead of grabbing it. So acknowledge the feeling. And a lot of times, especially when there's a significant conflict or difficulty, it's much more effective to address them privately than yelling across the room or across the playground, and that's tied up with the emotional piece of it. Like one-on-one or in a very small situation, you can discipline without making them lose face in front of their peers or their friends or whatnot. So some things to consider. And then related related to that one thing that I know I've had trouble with because I'm in and out of so many classrooms, and if you guys have been aides in other classrooms, it's hard because different people have different discipline styles and different language that they use and different, and that takes some adjustment. And one thing that I try to be conscious of when I'm in and out of classrooms is to try to echo the language of the classroom teacher. So I know I have my way of saying things, but when I'm in a classroom, I try to say it the same way as the classroom teacher, and that's because for a lot of kids, it can be confusing, because the classroom teacher says it one way, and they know what it means when she says it that way, and I could be asking them to do the very same thing, but with different words, and it doesn't mean the same thing. So just in terms of working together in the classroom, I think that's just really, especially for our kids with low language and language processing difficulties, it really helps that we can all be using the same language in the classroom. Okay, so I did a lot of talking, and I'm going to stop talking.